The next morning, so many people wanted to try that trail section over again that we just had to go for it. Today it was much colder and there was a fine rain falling, which made everything slightly damp. We went back up Pine Hop and Switchgrass. On through Turpentine. And up to the rolling meadows. We had a bit of spare time, so I went back down the hill and I took a fairly steep line up the other side. Pulling up next to Tyler, she told me the bad news. Her bike was having trouble and she was losing power. She would go a little further, but thought she would have to turn around quite soon. So I went back down the other side and took a steep line up as well. This was just too much fun. It was back to the rolling meadows. Along the ridgeline, it was really quite windy. We had a brief discussion about Tyler's bike. The bike was still working, but not enough to continue. So she was going to turn around and go back on her own power. And she told us all to carry on. Miles found a sweet jumping spot. He was enjoying a powerful bike that actually worked today. And he was making use of it.
Oh, my Lord.
Unlike the day before. Back at Pancake Ridge, Michael was right behind me. On the last bit, I punched my bike down into first gear to chug up the slope.
No problem. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The wind was tremendous. Down the side of Pancake Ridge. And Miles just couldn't get enough of this bike. As we headed our way across the ravine to Bacon Hill.
Are you okay?
Back on Bacon Hill, the clay was wetter. The rocks were slicker. But I was able to make better progress the second time around.
Oh, the trees are just beating the crap out of me.
A 42-year-old guy on a 17-year-old bike.
Okay. Okay, now I know where I'm at. It's in the ditch. Oh, Lord.
And I had to channel my internal Danny Glover.
Getting too old for this. Okay, here we go.
Seat bounce, rev, seat bounce, launch into the thorns.
I get stuck in the thorn tree.
Ah, that's okay. I was making great progress. Until...
I flipped my bike. Now what do I do?
a little heaving. It was okay. Lisa was right behind me. Falling into the hill is better than falling off of it, and there wasn't a lot of room for error. I was winded, but I was mere yards from the resting point, and as I tried to pivot the bike around, low side. No point in deadlifting this thing. I'm just going to rotate it around and then pick it up. Oh no, the battery's finished. Kicking time. Carbs probably flooded as well. Come on, baby. There we go. Now let's just ease this clutch out. Not break traction on the wet grass. Come on. Yes. We had one more slippery off-camber hill to get over before the trail broke out on the open grassy terrain again. The last bit was a left-hand turn up a hill. And Eddie was having a bit of trouble right on the edge. Michael came in for the rescue. They tried again. No luck.
What the f***? So slippery.
He was losing his patience and his energy.
Strong man, Adin.
So he let Michael take it away. Then it was my turn to show him how it was done. Just watch the pro. Okay, well, maybe not.
A little assistance, please.
But a little help and a little input from Adin,
Okay.
And I was good to go. Lisa wanted to get some videos of us trying to go through the pit. So I had done it yesterday, no trouble. Why not give it another try? Yeah, no problem. Then down to doorknob again. Zoom slammed it up the hill, but ran out of steam at the top. So I followed. Hitting those goat paths nearly caused me to flip the bike backwards, but I made it.
Yeah! Woo! Oh my God, I nearly fell over!
Okay, this is my howl of exhilaration. I was in the moment. Next it was Miles, and he noticed the same issue as I did. Of course, Michael did it without breaking a sweat. Eddie and Lisa were lined up, and I tried to encourage them with my usual positive reinforcement.
Oh, they're gonna wimp out! They're gonna wimp out!
And then we headed to lower ground to get out of the wind. We made it to the pasture over the lip one by one, cresting the rim. A few minutes later, it was down the path to the branch off where we'd split up yesterday. We were going to head back to town. We just didn't have enough time to do the whole trail. So I let Miles lead the way. It wasn't a super difficult path, but it was still a nice trail. I really appreciated the fact that Michael was going at such a relaxed pace to make sure everyone was able to keep up, but it seemed just a little on the slow side. Apparently I wasn't the only one who thought that. Eventually he waved me on past, and I launched ahead to catch up to Miles. I later found out that he was going so slow because his tire was busted.
looks fun. I think.
Further down, we stopped to have a meeting. Tyler had sent us a message. On her way back, she had fallen off the main trail and she needed some help with her bike. Miles and Adin volunteered to go help Tyler.
Get to the road, then I'll use my bike.
We made it back to the hotel in time to get the bikes loaded and return to Hanoi. I've done plenty of trails all over North Vietnam. This was my 4th trip to Lang Son. All in all, I'd say it was the longest and most demanding 50 kilometers of pure beauty and sometimes pure drudgery that I've ever done. Man, I can't wait to come back.